Hi guys, welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions. RichTheMan here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a very gradual Act 5 walkthrough. These videos aren't going to be rushed through. I have no intention to quickly get through Act 5. I don't really have the time for it, and a lot of people don't have the time either. There'll be a lot of people that be able to rush through the game like that, getting Act 5 completely blitzed, but there's going to be some people that are going to have to take it at their own pace, and really this is for them. So to start off with, let's talk a little bit about fair play, and I'll be doing this as I get through all the tougher parts. I'll be then talking about each individual mission in the chapter. So the first one to talk about is fair play and Flair. And no, I'm not talking about WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair. I'm talking about Flair as the global node, which is the opponent gains 300% attack, but degenerate 100% of their max health over 60 seconds. The strength of the degeneration is affected by class relationships. And obviously, putting something of class bonus against it would obviously mean it's going to be beneficial. So you're looking for against different ones pairing up correctly. A lot of people may say, well, what champions do I take into this? And you need to think about several things, several factors, okay? So your health is going to be depleting. You'll need to act fast and be really quick. And at the same time, you just have to play against the class, which, again, doesn't really matter. So it's the first two. Putting in a lot of damage and also regenning a little bit. So with that in mind, if you're finding it difficult, I would probably say regen characters would be the best. Also, ones that are coupled with things like bleed or poisons, because you'll need to take down as much health as possible. Doesn't really matter with regards to the power, because as soon as the enemy gets enough power, they're going to do a special at you in any case. So you're going to have to dodge and evade, and then obviously take down the enemy as quickly as possible. And bleeders seem to be the most effective, especially if you've got your mastery set up around things like deep wounds, for example, or maybe stuff that emits good crit damage. So those are the real key ones you should look out for. The name of the game is to be as quickly as possible to take down the enemy, so anything with high damage outputs, good attack, as well good armor might be helpful, but the name of the game is largely as soon as you got that block down, you need to be away and into the enemy champion. I have found that because of the pace of the AI, it does mean that sometimes the heavy attack isn't as good to use, so maybe evading away and quickly back in may be an option. Or from the point of the block, you know, you can wait, but the longer you wait, the longer you degenerate, or the quicker you degenerate, and that is the issue. So you need to be back in fighting with the enemy as soon as possible. As you can see, pace is everything, and class bonuses, which I've got at the moment against his war machine. Oh, come on, are you serious? While I'm recording the bloody video as well? Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me, man. The name of the game is Pace, and as you can see at the moment, that one issue is I thought that this character, as well as Drax, may have better, well, resistance to degeneration, but that's not the case. But it is all about pacing and stuff like bleed. So as quickly as you can, dispatch the enemy just like that. So that's it. Quickly deal with the enemy. Stuff with regards to bleeds, especially characters that have heavy bleeds, can really mean that the battle's going to be over quicker. You get that victory, and you're not going to lose so much of your health than you'd anticipate. As we've seen, the champions that are more likely to take off degeneration, it kind of undermines all signature abilities. So characters like Drax and Agent Venom, it just means that degeneration is still on there as a constant, so don't look to any champion to take that off. Largely, it's based on quick fighting. Try and ignore the degeneration and make sure you quickly end the battle as soon as possible. It's really difficult to recommend one specific champion or many champions in order to aid you in getting out of trouble when it comes to degeneration, but it's largely certain characters like Dr. Voodoo and Rogue. These are two go-to champions, extensive amounts of bleed, and the fact that, you know, you've got Dr. Voodoo, he starts off in a very aggressive regeneration, which means that you'll have time to then end the battle as quickly as possible. Coupling it with things with regards to Spirit Venom, you know, that's going to be a go-to point. With Rogue, life stealing and her ability allows for some really quick dispatching of the enemy. You've got high bleeders, high attackers, you've got characters like Nightcrawler, who's really good. You've got so many different ones to choose from. but it's basically very quick regeners or regeneration champions. Characters like Wolverine are good. High bleeders like Black Panther. I'm enjoying my Agent Venom. It's really a mix and match of champions you'd like to choose, but regeners and bleeders seem to be the ones that I find that are quite helpful for the situation. So what should you be prepared for and look out for? Well, this line here seems to be a bit annoying. Not overly annoying, but a little bit annoying. This Hyperion here is quite frustrating because he's got unblockable L1 and L2. That can be a bit of a nuisance, so using champions maybe that have got power steal could be quite helpful. I might want to try a Dormammu at a later date on him just to try and get away with that power. A bit of annoying because he's stun immune, but you know, you can't have it all. There's going to be stuff that's going to be a little bit kind of tricky in some aspects. Obviously keep your distance. This guy's heavy attack is pretty annoying. His L1 is pretty annoying. His L2 is pretty annoying. And obviously once you get that L3, it's curtains, bye-bye. So try and avoid the, try and kind of get the L1 and create loads of distance between yourself and the enemy. Also something that's a little bit of a nuisance is Mordo. Not completely nuisance, but the power gain is higher, and that is a little bit annoying, especially because the AI is so quick. Where you kind of look to do a heavy attack on the character in order to get him out of that, you're already being countered. The AI is quite quick with regards to response and will have you down. Obviously, those two characters, Mordo and Hyperion, are both bleeders. So bleed the hell out of them when you get the chance. And obviously, characters like Agent Venom, Wolverine are good at bleeding. Also, Wolverine's good with the regeneration, as we've discussed. Other than that, I'm yet to try the other routes, but these, again, very easy bleeders. I'll probably use a character like Black Widow and have her in the roster. Not kind of like any great use, except for going against Spider-Man. Seems to be the kryptonite there. The final boss being Kang. Now, we've all faced off against Kang at one point in our Marvel Contested Champions careers. But if you're looking for someone to train against, I would largely recommend to go for Terran Blue, and you'll see the battle that I had with Terran Blue, and this is a rank 550 Kang. So the idea with this Kang is try and avoid the L1, kind of give you an idea with what to look out for the L1. The character just kind of gets into a crouch position and then just fires off. I find it better to get the enemy against the wall because there's just less movement, and I can then guess what the AI is doing. The AI doesn't then evade backwards and then do something, so it's like a one movement that Kang is going to do at you. So yeah, you know, try and evade that as best you can, and you'll get him. So bleeders, regeners, poisoners, a mixed bag of champions to use against this mode. Very enjoyable. A new, exciting, a little bit of Act 4 creeping in, so we've got that kind of aspect coming over. And I'm really happy to then continue on with this. Obviously, the next video on Weaponized will be coming out at a later date. I'm hoping to get about 2 of these out a week and kind of take it as a good pace. So thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more Marvel Contested Champions content. If you have any questions, don't forget to submit them to the comments section. Also to my Twitter, which the link to it is in the description below. Maybe message me on Facebook. And yeah, as always, I shall catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye for now.